Hello everyone, hope everyone are doing very well. Now let's move on to the next problem in the dissolution of partnership firm. That is this particular problem. This is the question. Mohan, Nagraju and Prakash are the partners sharing profit and losses in the ratio of 4:3:2. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2018 was as follows. Liabilities, creditors is given, bills payable, Prakash loan. So here when you are writing this, when you are reading itself, we can mark it which is internal and which is external liability. Only external liabilities will be paid by the firm. Internal liabilities will not be paid by the firm. So for your betterment, to make it better and to make it easier, we can just mark like this. Creditors is an external liability. I am just writing EL. Bills payable, that is also external liability. Prakash loan. Prakash, since he is a partner, so his loan cannot be taken as external loan. It will be an internal loan where this will be coming in the bank account directly or cash account. Internal loan, you can write, if you want in cash account it will be appearing directly. Okay, and next we have reserve fund. This will be appearing in the partners capital account. Partners capital account, and this is also all the capital funds will be appearing in the partners capital. Now coming to the asset side, cash balance is given 9,000 which will be appearing in the cash account, and debtors, stock, investment, furniture, buildings and goodwill, all these are the fixed assets. And related to this we will be having the adjustments also, that is assets realized. They have given debtors realized 10% less than the book value. They are saying 10% less than the book value. What is the debtors book value? 27,000. On this 27,000 we have to calculate 10%. If you calculate 10%, that comes around 2,700. So when you are writing assets debtors realized, you should write 27,000 minus 2,700. The remaining balance will be taken. That is 24,300. Okay, that I will teach you when I am solving the problem. Okay, next we move on to the next one. Investment realized 20% more than the book value. See, when they are given investment realized more than the book value, that is investment is 5,000. If you have to calculate 20% on this investment amount, 5,000 into 20%, you will get 1,000. So more than the book value means you should add 5,000 plus that 20% comes to 1,000, right? So 5,000 plus 1,000 becomes 6,000. So when they give less than the book value, you are going to minus, deduct the value. When they are going to give the more than the book value, we need to add it. Okay. Then the buildings realized 60,000, stock realized 12,000 and furniture sold for 15,000. Sold is nothing but realized only. Okay. So next is goodwill is taken over by Mohan at rupees 15,000. So goodwill, it is not realized, it has been taken over by one of the partner. And next we have creditors and bills payable are settled at discount of 5%. So whatever the creditors and bills payable amount is given here, on this when they are paying, 5% will be deducted. I will show you how to calculate. And next we have realization expenses, that is 2,000, that is dissolution expenses. It can also treated as dissolution expenses. Now we are supposed to prepare realization account, partners capital account and the cash account. Since cash balance is given, we are going to prepare cash account. If at all they give bank balance here, we will be writing bank account. That's the difference. Okay. Now let's move on to preparing the realization account. So first we will go ahead with the realization account. First item that we will be writing in the realization account, all the assets at the book value which is given in the in the balance sheet. So except cash or bank balance, all the assets we have to write. So first we have debtors 27,000, and next we have stock 15,000. Next we have investment 5,000. Next furniture 14,000. Then we have buildings 40,000. Finally we have goodwill, that is 20,000. So all the assets we have written at the book value. Now we will be writing all the liabilities given in the balance sheet in the credit side. So first is creditors 25,000. Next we have bills payable. By creditors, credit side when we are writing we will use by. Debit side when we are writing we should use to. So by bills payable 17,000. And we have Prakash loan, that is not external loan, so we will not take it here. That is not taken from any outside person. It is a partner is already given the loan, is it right? So that will appear directly in the cash account. Next we have reserve fund, which will not appear here. Okay, so these are the booked liabilities. Okay, main liabilities which a firm has to be paid. Next, moving on to the adjustments. Now moving on to the adjustment by cash account. All the adjustments will be written under the cash or bank account. Both the side I am writing here in the debit side to cash account, here in the credit side by cash account. So all the adjustments we are going to write below this. So first thing, here assets are written in the book value. Opposite to that we will write the assets realized, or adjustment related to assets will be written in this credit side here. Okay, opposite to the book value of assets, that is here we are going to write all the assets adjustments. First we will write the assets realized. What are the assets realized? We are going to write it here. Okay, so first asset is realized is debtors. Debtors, they are saying debtors realized 10% less than the book value. So what is the actual book value? It is 27,000. This is the book value of the debtors. In this we have to deduct 10% minus 10%. Okay, first you calculate what will be the 10% on 27,000 into 10%, that is 2,700. So when you calculate 10% on 27,000, you will get 2,700. So now you have to minus 27,000 minus 2,700. You will be getting 24,300. This is the value of debtors realized. When they give less than the book value, we have to minus. And next we have investment. Investment, the book value is 5,000. Okay, and they are saying 20% more than the book value. More than the book value means we have to add. How much? 20%. So now calculate on 5,000 20%. If you calculate 5,000 20% on 5,000, you will get 1,000. Okay, so write it in the inner column. So this will become 6,000. When they give less than the book value, you have to minus. When they give more than the book value, you should add it to the book value. Okay, so 5,000 is the investment. If you find out 20% on 5,000, you will get 1,000. Since it is more than the book value, we should add and write it here as 6,000. Add it. Okay, don't get confused why this is deducted and why here it is added. This represents less than the book value, and here this represents more than the book value. Next we have buildings. Buildings realized at 60,000. Directly they have given, no need to do all this calculation. Stock realized at 12,000. And next we have furniture sold, that is 15,000. So whatever the assets realized we have written here, and you can just cross check here. Whatever the assets we have written, the fixed asset, it should be written in the assets realized, or else there should be some other information or some other adjustment related to that particular asset. Okay, so first we'll just cross check it. Debtors, it is there. Stock we have written. Investment also it's written. Furniture also written. Buildings also written. And goodwill. Goodwill is missing here. So we will see any adjustment related to goodwill is there or not. Yes, we have here goodwill is taken over by Mohan at rupees 15,000. So there is adjustment. So we can just close down here. We will add all the assets realized. Total of assets realized we are going to do 24,300 plus 6,000 plus 60,000 plus 12,000 plus 15,000. You will be getting 1,17,300. This is the total of the assets realized. Okay, now as I told you, there is an adjustment related to the goodwill. Mohan is taken over the goodwill. So we will be writing here by Mohan's capital account. Okay, that is how much? 15,000. Here we can write goodwill taken over. Okay. Next, after this, we will write all the liabilities adjustment related to the liabilities. Whatever the adjustment is given, we need to write down in the debit side. So first we have two liabilities here. They have given creditors, bills payable are settled at discount of 5% each. So they should be deducted 5%. Okay. So on this 25,000 of creditors minus 5% discount. Okay, so calculate 5% on 25,000 into 5%. It is 1,250. Okay, now 25,000 minus 1,250. It will be 23,750. Okay, next we have bills payable. So bills payable amount is 17,000. On this you have to minus 5% is discounted. So calculate 17,000 into 5%. It is 850. Now from this 17,000 you have to minus 750. 17,000 minus 850. It is 16,150. Okay, so these two are the liabilities which is paid. So we will add together and put it in the outer column. Add this amount, both the amount, you will be getting 39,900. Add the creditors total amount that the firm is paying and the bills payable is paid. That comes to 39,900. Next, all the adjustment have been cleared. Only the realization account is balanced. Sorry, realization expenses. Realization expenses will be paid to cash account, that is 2,000. So done. All the assets realized, all the liabilities discharged, settled, everything we have entered. Now let's find out the whether it is a loss on realization or profit on realization. Let's find out. Okay, now add all the credit side. First I am going to add all the credit items. 25,000, 17,000 plus 1,17,300 plus 15,000. So I'm getting here 1,74,300. Okay. Next, let me calculate the debit side total. 27,000. Then 15 plus 5, it is 20. Directly I am taking 20. 14,000. 40 plus 60,000 plus 39,900 plus 2,000. So this side we are getting 1,62,900. It is debit side is less than the credit side, so credit side amount is more. From this amount we have to minus this. So 1,74,300 minus 1,62,900. You are getting 11,400 as the profit on realization account. Profit on realization account is 11,400. This will be transferred to partners capital account, and we need to share this. We have to show the sharing of this in here itself for the partners, that is Mohan, Nagraj and Prakash. So that will be shared to the partners in the given ratio. Into the ratio is, they have given 4:3:2. Ratio is 4:3:2. If you add all these, you will get total as 9. So 4 divided by 9. Here 11,400 into 3 divided by 9. 11,400 into 2 divided by 9. Okay. So when you do calculate this, you will be getting 5,067. Next you will be getting 3,800, and here 2,533. This is the profit that we are going to share it. We have to show it here itself, and we need to close the account also. 1,74,300. Since the credit side amount is more, so we will be writing the same amount both the sides. Okay. So this is the realization account. I hope it is understood. This will be the realization account. Next we will move on to the partners capital account. So we are moving on to the partners capital account. First, under this we will be writing the balance brought down of the partners. That is by balance brought down. The capital balance of Mohan is 30,000, Nagraj 20,000 and Prakash is 10,000. This balance will be given in the balance sheet as the capital. Always remember, when you are writing partners capital account, only the incomes will be credited and expenses will be debited. Always please, when you in the exam point also, when you are confused whether this comes in debit side or credit side, you will get confused with that. So please, when you are preparing the partners capital account, always remember, if you are a partner, whatever comes to you as a income, that is credited. Whatever the expenditure is happening, that will be debited. Just assume credit side all the income means very happy, no? So you just yourself can name it, this credit side as happiness and debit side as sadness. Just for make it easy and simple, I am giving that. Okay. So here we will write all the incomes of the partners in the credit side and all the expenses in the debit side. We have written the capital for the partners, and they have given the reserve fund in the balance sheet. So reserve fund also should be shared here. Reserve fund, the amount for the reserve fund is 18,000. So this 18,000 should be shared in 4:3:2 ratio. Okay. So 18,000 into 4 divided by 9. 8,000. And next we have for the next partner 18,000 into 3 divided by 9. 6,000. Here it will remaining will be 2,000. Sorry, 4,000. This is 4,000. Okay. 8,000, 6,000 and 4,000. So reserve fund is been done. Next we have earned certain profit in realization account. So profit is an income for the partner. We will be writing in the credit side by realization account. What are the profits that we have earned here? We have already found out here, right? We have done here. It has been shared. This one we have to write it. So that is 5,067, 3,800 and 2,533. Okay, this is the realization profits. Next we have to check any adjustment related to the partner. It is given in the realization account. We have to see the realization account. Any partner's capital account is debited or credited. Here in the debit side we don't have any partner's capital account. Okay, so here we can see in the credit side there is Mohan's capital account is being credited for goodwill taken over. Here it is credited means here in the partner's capital it will be debited. So here to realization account Mohan is taken over goodwill, so we will be writing goodwill taken over. Okay, so for how much it has been taken over, it is 15,000. Remaining partners will be nil. Okay, so all the adjustments related to the partners we have entered. Whatever the information given related to the partners, it has been entered here. Okay, now let's find out the balancing figure. We can easily make out the incomes are more than their expense. So obviously credit side balance will be more. We will do the totaling. 30 plus 8,000, 38,000 plus 5,067. It is 43,067. And here 26 plus 3,800. 29,800. Next we have here 14,000 plus 2,533. 16,533. So here in the debit side expenses is only for Mr. Mohan. So from this 43,067 minus this 15,000, the balance remaining is 28,067. Okay, and next, since here Nagaraj his income is 29,800, there is no expenditure, same amount becomes his balancing figure. And for Prakash also no expenditure, so no need to deduct here. Okay, we'll be writing as it is, and this will be transferred to cash account. And here we are going to close the account by both the side writing the same amount as a balancing amount. Okay, so it's done. This is the partner's capital account. And next, moving on to the cash account. So cash, this is the format, debit side and credit side, particulars, and both side we have to write the particulars. Now first thing we will write in the cash account is cash balance given in the balance sheet. So which side you are going to write the cash balance? Cash balance always will start from the debit side. Why we will write in the debit side means, what is the cash account rules? cash is an asset. When cash balance is increasing, it will be debited. Is it right? So when the cash balance is given, the balance of the asset will be increasing. Increase in asset will be debited. That is what it represents. Okay. So cash balance here it is given is 9,000. The next we will be writing realization account. To realization account, we will be writing the total of assets realized. Assets realized. So what is the total of assets realized? Where do you get this? We have done here. Whatever we have done under the cash account in the realization of here, this particular adjustments, everything total we have done, right? 1,17,300 that we will be taking here. Okay. Only these two items will be appearing in the debit side. And next we will be writing in the credit side all the liabilities discharged. So what are the liabilities that are discharged here? We need to write down. So that we have written here in the realization account under the cash account. What comes under the cash account? Those two things we will be writing. That is 39,900. So here realization account. What is the balance? 39,900. That is for creditors, bills payable, whatever the amount they have paid, that we are writing here. And again we have the realization expenses. That also we should show it here. Realization expenses, you can write in the bracket, that is 2,000. Okay. And next one item is left out in the balance sheet, that is Prakash loan. So Prakash is a partner, so nowhere we are going to write the Prakash loan, only in the cash account we have to show. So that is Prakash loan account will be 10,000. The loan amount is 10,000. Okay. So Prakash, if at all it was a third party loan means, then we would have taken this in the realization account. Since it is a loan given by the partner, it is an internal liability. So here we are going to show somehow we have to pay back for the Prakash, that will be paid at the end. So here we are going to show the loan which is given by the partner. And next finally we will be writing the partner's capital balance amount. So by partner's capital account, the balance of Mohan, that is 28,067, and for Nagraj it is 29,800, and for Prakash 16,533. So these are the items that we are going to write here. All the transactions has been completed. Now let's check with the total amount. Okay, first I'll go with the credit side amount. 39,900 plus, this is 2,000 plus 10, it is 12,000, plus 28,067 plus 29,800 plus 16,533. So you are getting 1,26,300. We will check this side also. 9,000 plus 1,17,300. Yes, we are getting the same amount, 1,26,300. So here you can see the amount has been tallied. Amount has been tallied. This is the cash account. This will be the cash account, and this will be the partner's capital account. Once again I am showing you, this is the realization account, this is the partner's capital account, hope this will be very helpful for you all. Thank you for watching.